Very good disengage. Overall, I think they've won draft. LDLC have. They have a very good, easy front-to-back composition. A free Drake for Mirage. It is a Hextech Drake. This is the most valuable single Drake in the game right now. The new Infernal, the new Mountain in certain compositions. The Hextech is...
Supports.
Yeah, that had to be a fast play there from DOS. He had to know that he was at a numbers disadvantage and Cody Sun could move in a situation where it couldn't. Rangjan, though, ends up with the kill versus Ica. Rangjan needs these kills to be able to get the itemization. He wants to be safe in these fights. So good result for them there and turned this into an even trade rather than just an advantage for LDLC. They're going for the red buff now. Going Pimento in the bot side jungle. They'd already made a play on red buff. They had no immediate reason to go bot. They're going to make a repeat play onto Rangjan. Ultimately, that will deny him CS, but he will be able to. Now he's even going to get first tower. An opportunity opened up by this massive extension by DOS and Yike.
He has almost no damage if you're able to do this, which will become a 2v1 very quickly. So he has to back away. Battle feeling confident. Has the heal from the Q. The cask misses. That's so unfortunate. And now Ragnar actually might be able to get the trade. He does enough damage. He has the Bramble, and he'll force them away. The rocket. Going, and it's gone! And knowing where bad Lulu would be, and Ragnar, I find, had a small plot to play in it, too. It's making sure that the position was just perfect. Speaking of which, DOS locked inside of the box, and that'll be all that they thought.
Long-range jinxing. They have to get into them through Leona, through Gragas.
Speaking of getting into Victor, Ica's left alone, but the lightning might do just enough damage. The Heartbreaker will not land. Raxo appears just in time. The second rocket.
Ragnar's tried to keep making things happen elsewhere on the map. It's difficult to see how useful this Renekton is going to be later on, given...
So be it, I guess. Cody Sun being murdered by Raxo Memento, so you make sure you can safely push the wave, and Ragnar will take his consolidation prize and simply wait for the wave to push into him.
Turn into a fight. Bad Lulu gonna be the meat shield.
Oh, he's two people in, and the immediate stun. Look at Exekick, who gets the free fire against both of them, but now he goes in and gets into the attack speed. He can simply walk out. That's 3 kills almost going his direction, and now they might be able to look for more. Raxo is so low. Ragnar says, catch that, buddy. That one's for you. As they look to extend, that's 4 people gone. This was a very similar situation the first time these two teams met. LDLC drafted almost the exact same way, and when it came down to the 5v5s in the mid game, they were simply better. But this might be the turning point. They catch Ragnar, but they trade 1 for 1. It's jungler for support, and now LDLC turn it back around again. Exekick not being capitalized on, and let the Rockets hail free as he gets the double. Yank goes in. They're going past the tower, and they will get Cody Sun this time. The blast cone will not save him. It is a 2-4-5 for LDLC.
But ultimately they couldn't contest this even if they wanted to. They couldn't even trade it for anything with all of the waves pushed in.
And Raxo slowed. Exekick just keeps on landing those. 1W after the next, but with Cody's Sun down, like you were mentioning, Baron the next target, and they'll get it for free pretty much.
Here, an exciting on Jinx, Yike now with the fresh. It's so difficult to step up in almost any circumstance against this team. Victor has such control of the corridors. DOS can face tank so much before anything severe happens. He misses Rocket, but doesn't matter. Rangjan needs to get into the base because he cannot join this fight. But the base is being broken right now. Excited
that
on
is
Jinx.
it here, veteran, like you saw, with one more going down, with them catching Cody's Sun too. The last person you want to catch, LDLC, play it clinical. Like you said, getting their bread and butter compositioning and making sure to butter the toast on both sides. One after the next, the towers will fall. Another ace for LDLC as they will go up in the standing 7-3 against Mirage to get the run back in week 5. Look at that.
There's something to be said about the insistence of LFL teams on trying to find counter off-meta compositions to this, basically S12 meta composition that LDLC have been championing throughout the entire split. It's interesting to see if by playoffs they find combinations that work